Well, I guess all we have now left to do is what was I mean that's
Reminisce.
yeah. I mean I guess we have time to do that. It's
What's your favorite segment we did?
yeah. What was your favorite segment we
Josh,
ever
you
did,
showed up
Josh?
late.
Wow.
Putting you on the spot.
Well, I'm gonna need like a second to think. Let me see.
Well, let me say while you're
Yes.
thinking. It's great. I'm not gonna do the big long-winded goodbye or anything, but I am just gonna say it's kind of crazy to think about. I started doing this show for the first time, and it would have been October of 2023, and it was a lot different. It was mostly just like a disc jockey show where I just played music and sometimes talked. And it wasn't until it's funny. I mentioned in like the group chat we had back then. I guess we still have the same one now, but that I was doing that. And Jack his first question was, "Can I be on it one day?" And I said, "Yeah." I was
Sounded cool.
yeah. No, I was totally happy with it. But I always thought when we got here, it wouldn't go that way. That, I don't know, like Jack would change his mind or something. But no, he didn't. I'm happy he
So
didn't because
funny.
and I was happy that we got Mikey on. Some great. I'm not gonna go over it, but even though the show went on for a year before that, I really think like the good version of the show. It started in September. It was September now. I realize when I started doing it again. So I don't think Jack
You
came
know
out
what
until
else was in September?
Mikey's pancake
Yeah,
fiasco.
something else pretty big happened in
Yeah.
September.
But
Oh, yeah.
keep going, keep going.
Yeah, Doug got naked in a Denny's. But anyway, it was on that day in September when I started it. That was a big one. Like we kind of changed the show. The following week, I wish I could remember the day, but in October of 2024, when Jack came in, a few weeks later, 2 weeks later, in fact, when Mikey made his first appearance, or it might have just been a week later. I don't really remember. And then Josh made. When did Josh first come on? I'm trying to remember. It was this year sometime. It was
It was like 2 months
maybe
ago.
like 2 months ago, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
yeah, it would have been around then. Yeah.
I've been like on and off.
But I had meant to text you like 4 months ago, but I just never
Yeah,
remembered.
we just
Yeah.
always
I
forgot.
was just like, let's
Yeah.
do it, but I never did.
But
My bad.
I guess if I had to say right now, or I guess Josh, if you thought, you can say what your favorite segment was first if you want.
Yeah, my favorite segments was I think the conspiracy games.
Oh, yep.
Those are always fun.
Those were good ones.
You
Yeah.
know, and just like getting to hang out.
It was a fun little puzzle game.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What do you think, Jack? Do you have any favorite? I have kind of a list in mind, so you can go first.
I liked all of our interviews,
Yeah.
especially the furry interview.
Yep.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. We had 3 interviews?
We had
The weed one.
I think it's actually technically like 5 or 6 if you count Austin, which I'm kind of counting because we talked
Okay.
about his like career and stuff, so I'm
Yeah.
counting Austin. Yeah.
Yeah. The interviews. I really loved the Conspiracy game. I think this Conspiracy game, what's good about it is not the game itself, but that it got us to talk about topics with each other
Yeah.
that were interesting and like we got to speculate on it, Because it'd be
Yeah.
one thing if I just brought them up and then we talk about it, but it was like gamified.
Mhm.
I would say I really like the AI songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. And I will say, admitting, since the last episode, okay, I agree. I feel like it's kind of unsaid, but okay, after a while, the AI songs at times got a little bit stale. But I'm just gonna say, they always, to me, the good AI songs are still fresh to this day.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
They're
go ahead.
classic.
Yeah, I found like the ones that they really start were like really good with like stealing Doug's Adderall.
Yeah, that's a
That was
classic.
always
Yeah.
a good
That's
one,
the, that's the first one we ever made.
Really? Was
Ever.
it
Yeah.
Because I was just showing. I said, "Have you heard of Suno AI?" He said no. And so we got in on Suno AI, and I prompted this make a jazz song about stealing Doug's Adderall, and it made
Bam.
that.
And it's without even hesitating, it just made that
And it's
song.
still the
Yeah,
best
it
song
just
we've ever made. We still probably the most
Yeah, just
listened to
peaked with
song.
that one.
It's definitely the most like stealing Doug's Adderall. I'll say will always be my personal favorite. I mean, put it this way: if you're really gonna like analyze them, maybe there are some that are better, but stealing Doug's Adderall will 100% always be my personal
Give me your
favorite.
top 3.
It's hard to say right now, but in terms of personal favorite, stealing Doug's Adderall, of
I
course.
agree.
I'd say for the kind of similar reasons, but just because of how much, in my opinion, it's nearly up there with how iconic it became to me. To clean the frame, that's another really good.
I think we'll diverge there.
yeah.
I like Josiah's Big Bedroom Bash.
We never ended up playing that one on the show.
Yeah, but that's
it was a good
probably my
one.
second favorite.
Yeah, and
That
then
one's catchy.
number 3 for me. That's really those are my solid top 2. But if I just say number 3, it's pretty hard. I'd say it is.
No, for me, 3 is easy. It's Potty Putter Paradigm or Potty Putter
That would probably have to be number 3. Yeah,
Porcelain.
that would
What
Par
is
for
it
the
called?
Porcelain.
Par for the Porcelain.
Yeah, that would probably have to be number 3. That one is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking one of the Stealing Doug's Outlaw is also my favorite, just because of I know they're separate songs, but just all the like remixes and stuff. I was kind of there's the army one, which I never played on the show. There's the opera one. There's the
I like the old 30s one.
the classic big band one, the barbershop quartet one.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why it was just like such a good meme that it just
I
spiraled.
like to think, I created my own headcanon for that one little bit you did where you played the barbershop version, but then you had the Japanese attack Pearl Harbor. I like to think because Doug is Japanese, that it was a retaliatory attack on stealing Doug's Adderall.
Oh yeah, because Doug could be like back then. Doug could have been the name of like a
The
racist
Emperor.
caricature of Japanese people or something.
Is
Yeah.
Doug really like a Japanese name? I feel it's more like
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Western.
It's
Doug
an
originated in
American
Japan.
name.
Yep.
He's half American, half Italian.
Yeah. Well, I think those are all good picks for the AI songs.
Yeah.
I guess if I had to say my favorite bits that we ever did,
Yeah.
the interviews, of course. The furry interview was just I don't know what that was. There was a magic in the air that day.
It was fun.
It went on for so long and just became like a bunch of friends talk. I regret we never got them back on. I wish I asked them at some point
Yeah.
if they wanted to come back on,
Dang.
but it's okay. I mean, we don't really do a lot of. I don't like doing interviews every show, so I guess but that was a really good one. All the interviews were good.
The
and
Minion
frankly,
dating game. We should have played with you.
hey, the
Dang.
Minion.
Dating
That's like
game?
that was like the first bit we ever.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I always thought I'm not trying to say. I'm now making it sound like I think the show got worse when it went on. I don't think it did, but I will say some of the. Like there were things that we started off doing that we got better at as time went on. Like the Conspiracy game is one where I feel like it got better. This is one where it wasn't bad. Like I like when we did it, but some of the really early ones were like the golden period. The video reactions, specifically, although it was mostly because the two we react to really early on are like my two favorite, which were the sex education for trainables and the Boys Beware. Those are two were
Yeah.
like those two are classics.
Those two both inspired songs.
Yeah. Really? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Frank Sticky Situations number 4. Yeah, in terms of the grades.
Really?
Yeah, I love that one still. And I, like the lyrics. I don't know what I was on another level in writing those lyrics, but I'm really glad like that song. Honestly, it should get played on the radio or something. Oh wait, it was. I forgot. But anyway, so those were some the interviews, specifically the Furry Club interview, the video reactions. I guess I'd say sometimes when we just did discussions about topics like. I remember it was kind of angry and yelling, but I thought it was pretty fun. The movie one we did that one time.
Oh yeah, the prequel.
Well, it wasn't that. Well, it was supposed to be like hot movie takes. I think we did
yeah,
one of those. We were just divulging to going back to the prequels, but
Yeah.
prequels versus the originals. But and then I don't think we ever touched that topic again. But anyway, that was a good one, and
We should have.
the whole show. The whole show with Austin was really good. I'm just sad we didn't record it, but
Yeah, the AI.
that kind of made it more unique. The fact that we didn't have the computer.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
With
I mean, it was kind of
Austin.
crazy how many.
We talked to Mario.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it like
I
6
put him in a
people?
spank.
Because wasn't it like all 3 of us, Mikey, and then Austin and his girlfriend? They were
Yeah.
all there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe we actually did that.
And we didn't even have power.
Yeah, but that's honestly, I wish we could have
Has
recorded.
there been, like more people than that
No,
amount ever
never.
here before?
Yeah, I think that has to be a record, like the most people in this studio.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Actively in the show, That's
Yeah. So those were some of my
And that's
favorite
lost
bits.
media.
Yeah, I wish someone out there was recording it. That was
We
because that
should've
was one
just
of my.
recorded with our phones.
Yeah, but I didn't have that much room on my phone to record that.
Yeah.
But but it was a really good show. So and also that was the one where we did the AI character voices. That was a great
Yeah, that
classic
was-
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where I sounded like Jimmy Neutron.
yeah. Hello, my friend.
Hello,
What can-
my friend. I just wanted to let you know.
yeah, can we?
Oh yes, I remember the Spankinator.
Yeah, it was never meant for human
You want me
hands.
to pull it up?
I was gonna pull it. We don't have enough time to do that now, but or maybe I don't know. Maybe we will in a minute. But actually, I'll pull it up. But I don't know if I'm gonna use it really. But those are some of my favorite bits.
I completely prepared for an entire segment where I told Josiah and Mikey the entire story of the Kendrick Drake beef.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
That would have been
Actually,
good.
don't-
That's kind of a funny thing because you think about how many bits we ended up not doing that we kind of talked like there was that. Oh, yeah, that wouldn't have been. That was a good idea.
Movie?
Yeah, is it better than the SpongeBob movie? That was a good idea, the Drake. But the thing is, though, it's kind of for the best we can do because I ended up kind of learning about it independently later on because I really knew like nothing about it
Yeah.
when you were first time, and then eventually I kind of learned
It
about
would
it.
have been
So
good
I
to get
still
your
don't know about it.
reactions.
If we had like summarized it in like one sentence, What would it be?
Oh, that's a good
Pedophile.
one. No.
Oh.
Good fight. Kendrick wins. That's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
mean,
I think it was a great battle. Both
Yeah.
of them are incredibly talented. But
Yeah.
overall, Kendrick got the best of the last laugh, kind of.
Yeah.
Although there's
For
things to
sure.
be said about his big hitter, Not Like Us. No, it's just kind of really. That song's really gotten stale. I really think it's not
Yeah.
timeless. It's pretty annoying now.
I still
yeah,
like it.
at its
Yeah.
peak, the hype was unimaginable.
Yeah.
But like after, it's just like
Like I.
you
I
guys are
still
on-
still
was
like it just
DJing.
because I didn't hear it till like long after it came out.
Yeah,
So
I was DJing for your party and trying to listen to it, and I was like, this annoys me.
yeah. Well, I like it still.
Yeah.
but-
maybe in like a couple of years, looking back,
Yeah.
and someone played it, it would hit.
Yeah, well, people are already getting nostalgia for like 2021 and stuff, so it's like, yeah, we'll get there pretty soon. So when people are just playing that song again, but yeah, those are some of my favorite bits, I'd have to say, and those are, of course, those are some good bits that we never ended up doing. We never interviewed your dad. That's kind of a shame.
Yeah,
but it
that
just
sucks.
never. We just had to keep pushing it back, so it never worked out.
Yeah.
But we never. I knew this was gonna happen. I wanted to interview Blaze, the movie fan, but
Yeah.
he straight up declined. So that's great. But he's the only one who ever canceled or declined on me. But that's understandable, I guess. But I will say, I forgot this for favorite bits. The Chris Chan PowerPoint. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and the
I
potty
missed that
putter,
one.
the potty putter paradigm. That was another great
That's
one.
probably my favorite
That was like
piece of content we've ever created.
yeah. If I had to say like the two greatest shows we ever did, like I can remember them because of how much time I thought about them. But I don't know if you guys specifically can. But if you had my two favorite shows specifically, I don't remember the exact days, but the one where it was the Furry Club interview, because before that we did the live and learn reaction, and we did maybe that's the only thing we did before that. I don't really remember. There was that, and then my other favorite show was the one we did, the Chris Chan Part 1, because that was, first of all, I may or may not have been on a certain drug on that show, and then second of all, we did the second interview with Holland. That was cool. Then we did the.
I saw her recently.
Oh, really? You saw her?
Yeah, at the rec center.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen her since. I saw her. I think I saw her
Wait,
briefly
you
at
go to
the.
rec center.
What?
You go to the rec center.
Oh yeah, that's why I wrote.
I saw her briefly at
Oh,
the
yeah.
protest she was talking about, but that was. And then the potty putter paradigm, and then the Chris Chan interview. So that's like those are probably the two greatest shows in my opinion. But yeah. Well, here's the thing. We have like 5 minutes left, so we're gonna begin the process of winding down, I guess. But before we go, I want to ask real quick,
Ask Jack.
Jack.
Say.
Can
tell me what you think of the Josiah show and your time on it.
Yeah, tell me what
Wait, is this like
what you think
AI?
of the
Yeah.
radio
You
show
remember?
you co
He did a voice
Hosted.
thing when I was like 12, so it sounds like I'm a little.
Josiah
boy.
show.
What? When did we make the Jack?
And
AI?
what
Remember it was
some
the Austin one where we talked with Mario.
of your
I was on
favorite
there too.
Okay, I left in that one after a little bit, so maybe I wasn't in for the second part.
Okay, well you're about to meet.
Because I didn't even. I
Uh,
wasn't there for the Jimmy Neutron.
I sound like an
now
an
that
inventor.
it's ending.
Oh,
Give
buddy.
a
Like,
heart,
it's not me. Like it's my voice, but it's not
please.
bro.
me.
Thanks.
You know?
All right,
let's hear it.
Jack Neutron, boy genius. Is that all you're gonna say? Oh, never mind.
And you gotta click the play button too. I believe.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to load. Yeah.
Done. Wow, I'm really getting into it.
Jeez, this looks really beautiful.
This is good.
All right, well here's what young Jack would say. But
Josiah show, huh? Well, let me tell you, it was a blast co-hosting that show with my buddy Josiah.
yeah,
Oh my
We
God.
had some memorable moments together, that's for sure.
Yeah.
From the hilarious skits and pranks we pulled to
Yep.
the thought-provoking discussions and guests we had,
yep.
it was always a great time. As for a heartfelt goodbye, I'd like to express gratitude for all the laughter, learning, and fun times we shared during our time on the air. I'll
Yep.
cherish the memories and the
agree.
camaraderie we built, and hopefully we can create more great moments together in the future.
Yep.
Until then, stay tuned.
Wow, that's a good
Wow, Jack,
setup.
that's the most beautiful thing
Ask
you ever
yourself that question now.
said. Actually, I want to ask Austin first.
Austin
Uh,
wasn't even. It's not even
Austin,
on the show.
Austin, please say
Copy paste.
breaking news. Please give a
Oh.
breaking news report on the Josiah show ending.
Oh no.
Wait,
His
And the
report
mass suicide
of
that's being-
the radio show, the Josiah show.
Say people are
ending.
throwing themselves.
Mention how people are throwing themselves off buildings out of depression
Oh,
about
no.
are throwing.
and
Them
I'm
s-
That's
laughing
dark,
at
man.
them.
That's dark. Yeah, and how
themselves
Josh is seen
off
nearby
of
laughing.
buildings because of
Josh
how
is seen
sad they are.
nearby.
Sad they are.
Pointing and laughing.
Josh is also pointing and laughing at them.
As they fall through the air.
Okay. All right. We don't need to go
Them.
into big detail.
So mention that. This is tragic. Oh, he begins with a sigh. That's good.
Yeah, he would. He would be like, oh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. All right, I'm not going to read it all yet, but it looks really... It's not good yet.
Yeah, don't no spoilers.
Yeah, don't spoil it yet. Oh, my... Wait. Oh, this is long. He's going for a while.
There's an asterisk. Camera turns.
Hold on, let me pull up. Okay, we'll let this keep going out. One more thing I want to do before we like actually close out is hold on, let me
Sign
pull up
off.
ChatGPT real quick. I'm gonna oh crap, you son of a bitch. All right, let's just. Are you serious, bro? Okay, whatever. Just make this quick. Let me. I don't know if we're gonna go past 7 with all this stuff. That's fine. We'll go slightly. Oh my, are you serious? Okay, so ChatGPT is
No,
probably
you
not.
picked the wrong one.
Oh,
You gotta go. No, the third one down.
oh.
Pretty sure.
Okay, ChatGPT is just not
Do
working.
the next one down. Because I remember some of them make you sign it. Yeah, yeah. There.
Oh, there we go. All right. Oh,
Just play up until that.
the content has been filtered. Please
yeah,
make
because
sure.
it's violent.
All right, let's just say what Austin does say.
All right.
Side breaking news. Due to the tragic
This
announcement
sounds
of the end
real.
of the Josiah show,
This is
there has
him.
been a total of 71 people confirmed dead and 56 injured in Chicago from jumping off of
That many
bridges
people
or
listen to it?
buildings.
So
I will
dark.
now give a live interview with the host of the show himself. Camera turns to Josh, pointing at a jumper, saying, "Ha ha ha." He then turns.
CIA got his ass before he could finish.
Yeah, they cut it. They cut the broadcast. Josh goes. They cut him off. Dude, they cut him
Jesus,
off.
Josh, this isn't a laughing matter.
That was
Alright.
so
Josh,
good,
you're the
though.
creator. You're the
Well-
mastermind.
I just point and
Can we just?
laugh.
All right, let's just hear
Play
Josh.
that again.
Before, you want me to say it again?
So
How is his voice so good? though?
Side breaking
What's
news.
the
Due
Jack
to the
voice?
tragic
Oh.
announcement of the end of the Josiah
says
show,
sigh.
there has been a total of 71 people confirmed dead and
Oh my
56
God.
injured in Chicago from jumping off of bridges or buildings. I will now give a live interview with the host of the show
Well,
himself. Camera turns to Josh, pointing at a jumper, saying, "Ha ha ha." He then turns.
Yeah, I like to think they actually like cut off the broadcast.
Yeah. Well, before we leave, hold on. Let's get Austin to say his iconic catchphrase.
Breaking news! It's me, Austin and Diajos.
All right. So let me, before we leave, or before we begin to bring this rodeo to a close here, let me just ask. What? Let's ask ChatGPT, my biggest fan. They do know the show, but let me just ask again. Do you know of the show? Oh, wait, what?
Oh.
Are you serious, man? Wait, hold on. All right. So ChatGPT is just totally screwed. Let me pull it up
try
on my
having it.
computer here, if it will
Yeah,
even
I think
work.
It might be the network
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
denying it.
Oh wait. Oh, there's no internet.
That's
Okay,
to
well, I don't want
Josh.
to. It's not that important to me to do all this.
Don't
So,
use my phone.
uh,
I have it.
oh, you have the app.
I have the app.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it on your phone. I want to just ask it, you know, if it can say some nice words about the show. Is it, you know how like sometimes when shows end, networks will do like all the cast of the other shows being like goodbye to this show or whatever. I'm trying to do that, but all I have to
Yeah.
do with is ChatGPT. So,
Like a little eulogy for it.
do you know of the Josiah show?
It's kind of beautiful you started the show alone and now you're finishing it with people.
Yeah, you know,
Brought
yeah.
us together.
People, 2 people, and a bunch of AI.
Hey.
Oh, here it is. Well, they said, yes, there's a podcast titled The Josiah Show, which began in 2023. Well, yeah, that's, I guess, technically true. They don't have much information about it. Let me just ask, what was your favorite moment from the show?
Yeah. It's gonna probably pick up on some YouTube videos.
Yeah, it could find them. What was your favorite moment from the show? It's not answering because, okay, what?
Say use the internet. That's how.
Yeah, let me say
That's to
use
surf the
the
web.
internet.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Okay. Hey, I'm nice to my ChatGPT.
Okay, fine. If you're not, I won't say it then.
Do you just abuse your chat GPT?
Searching the web.
Be like a slave.
It's
guy.
looking for him.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Okay, it's still not doing it. You know, whatever. It
well.
doesn't matter that much. I'll just
I
say,
guess they're not really a fan.
write a heartfelt goodbye
For the Josiah show.
for
And
the.
apologies for all the death.
I'm gonna put specifically the one starring.
And can you apologize for the economic recession this is going to cause by us leaving?
Yeah, Josiah Pike, Jack Kircher. Oh my God, why is it? Okay, let me just do this
And
quick.
I want to read it in the epic voice. So if you could pass it to me.
Mikey, Williams, and Josh.
Just Josh.
Yeah, just Josh. Also, and please
Apologize
apologize for
recession
the chaos
and recession.
around and the recession
It's economic too.
this ending will cause.
Yeah. Here, I want you to.
All right, here you
By the
go.
way, I want you to pull up sad music while I read
Okay.
this.
Let's pull it up. It is a sad mood right now, so sad music.
Is that Bart Simpson?
Yeah, you got to
crying
turn on
too?
it. I think that's muted.
Oh, yep.
Dude.
All right. To our beloved fans, the ride has been wild, weird, and wonderfully unpredictable.
Ow.
Today, we say goodbye, not with silence, but with the final echo of laughter, absurdity, and that incredible magic only the Josiah Show could create.
Yeah.
From Josiah's chaotic brilliance,
Yep.
Jack's perfect timing, and Mikey's philosophical spirals,
Oh, yep.
and Josh's steadfast absurdity, we've built a world that made no sense, and somehow made all the sense in the world.
That's actually kind of beautiful.
Whether you were here for the bits, the banter, or the beautifully dumb inside jokes, we saw you. We saw you. We heard you. And we loved every moment with you. We understand the gravity of this decision. The global economy may wobble.
Oh, yeah,
Spirits
sure.
may shatter.
Yeah, Warner Brothers stock is collapsing.
Nations may mourn.
Nation.
We offer our sincerest apologies for the cultural recession this will cause.
Actually, it's an economic recession.
But rest assured, the chaos we've unleashed will live on in memes, late night group chats, and the collective conscious of Gen Z and beyond.
Yeah.
This isn't a farewell, it's a thank you. Thank you for believing in a show that sometimes didn't know what it believed in, but always believed in you.
Yeah.
So for now and maybe forever, stay unhinged, stay hilarious, stay Josiah. With
Wow.
love and irreversible consequences, Josiah, Jack, Mikey, and Josh.
Beautiful.
We should just
That was actually,
should
honestly.
fade out. That'd be good.
I'll fade out the music here.
But it's time, dude. It's it.
Well, look, it is time, yeah. And again, this is like the third show in a row we've gone past 7. But
That
here,
would've
let me just
been-
say, okay, we'll make it quick, all right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
I did want to do like a proper, like a final goodbye. So thanks to everyone who had listened. Appreciate that. That was always very nice of you to spend time listening to this crap. I had a great time doing this show, and it is sad that it is over now. But I don't know. We had a lot of good times, you know.
Happy
right?
it happened.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster. You know, there was a good time. There was highs, there was lows, mostly lows, but you know, it was
Yep.
There are plenty of highs too. You know.
yeah, there were, you know. And what that quote that Jack said, what? Don't be sad, it's over. Be happy, it happened,
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Dr. Seuss. Yeah, shout out to you, boy.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks everyone for listening. Thanks to the station for not canceling the show when they probably should have, like multiple times, if they're going to be honest.
Yep.
Thank you to everyone who ever was a guest on this show and whoever listened, just gave their time to listen to the show. And thank you, of course, to Jack, Mikey, and Josh. Well, not to Mike because he's not here, but to Jack and Josh, you know, appreciate that.
Mikey made it here. He was.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
But thanks for having us.
Yeah.
You know.
And thanks. And I'm not trying to single him out like he's above anyone else, but I do want to say thanks to Jack for making all those sound effects and
I
the
had a great
intros.
time with the Josiah
being
show.
here from the beginning and never asking to get like code credit up with the names.
Nah,
so
we're good.
and
I had great fun producing it.
yeah, and that's I guess that's really all there is to say. But before we close out, because this really should be a happy, you know, occasion, because we did this show for so long, had a great time with it,
Oh, here we go.
and I think
we should
the
sing
the last thing we have to do is one more time, as we often did,
Yeah.
sing along to the greatest song
Yeah, we should
in
fade
the
out
history of radio. Yeah.
at the end.
So thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. We're going to sing along now to Stealing Doug's Adderall one last time, the greatest AI song that there ever was. And once again, I want to say thank you to all of you. As my final words before we sing this song, thanks for all the good times and shit. So moving on now, let's sing along to the greatest song ever made, Stealing Doug's Adderall. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Let's go then.
Turn it up, man. Turn it up.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Doug left his bottle on the shelf. Didn't think twice, it played itself. Chocolate eyes and nervy charms. Snatched those pills without alarm. Tiptoed softly across the room. Heartbeat drumming to a jazzy tune. Now I've got the energy of a teen. Doug's Adderall, life feels so serene. Oh, what a rush, what a game, living wild without shame. Doug's little secret, my little score. Keeping life anything but a bore. Everybody, afternoon haze turns sharp and clear. Every chore now none to fear. Writing prose with snappy flair. Doug would laugh if he dinged but a bore. Afternoon haze turns sharp and clear. Every chore now none to fear. Writing prose with snappy flair. Doug would laugh if he'd dare. Caution's whispering in my ear, but ambition helps drown the fear. Tomorrow's promise is what's the deal. Tonight's brighter with that sweet steel. Oh, what a rush, what a game, living wild without shame. Doug's little secret, my little score. Keeping life everything but a